What's up, people? Today we got a 2025 Toyota RAV4 base LE hybrid. So it got black plastic mirrors being the base trim. Um, it does have all-wheel drive, which means it got another electric powertrain for the back wheels. The front is powered by electric and gas, since it's a hybrid. LE is the trim, HEV, if it says HEV, that's the way to tell if it's a 2025. Otherwise, if it says hybrid, that's the earlier RAV4. Got dual exhaust. Both are actually real, just like the gas version of the RAV4. Got alloy wheels, 17 inches. No hubcap, which is great for the base model. LED headlights and daytime running lights. No fog lights, which makes sense. This car is manufactured in Canada. Instead of a keyless entry and all that, you actually get a physical Toyota key. You got lock, unlock, and hazard. So if we unlock this, the door handle feels a lot better than the Camry. Doesn't feel cheap. Coming in here, you got plastics. Some are soft, some are hard plastics. Nice little soft materials for your elbow. Electric adjusting mirrors. All the window controls are one touch down, one touch up, and your typical door locks and all that. Down here you got your automatic headlights and fuel door and other stuff. So being a hybrid, it's weird to not have a push button start, but if we put the key in, turn it to start, it just beeps. You won't hear any engine sound, so it's kind of confusing to tell if the car is on or off because it doesn't have any engine sound. But yeah, the main way to tell is just look at the dash. When it says ready, that means it's ready to go. You got your Toyota style hybrid tachometer, and then center screen pretty big. You can configure it to whatever you want. The MPG rating on this, the EPA said 41 in the city, 38 on the highway. I've been doing about 80% highway and 20% city for the past like 800 miles. My average is around 40 miles to the gallon, which is pretty good, being a decently big SUV or crossover, whatever you want to call it. You can actually see all the information on this screen, and then your tire pressure, your all-wheel drive system, and all that. And you can change the settings. Hold OK, change the meter type to analog. This shows you like your miles per hour, like that. Digital, I like digital more, so that's what I keep it in. Got your traditional analog fuel gauge and water temperature on the other side. You got your lane keep assist and adaptive cruise control on here, which this is not the newest model. This is not the newest Toyota Safety Sense. It's not the 3.0, it's 2.5, which the ACC is not as good as the Camrys. And up here you actually see this big screen, but all of these are black borders. This is the base trim, so you actually just get a smaller screen. This is my iPhone. It's about the size of my iPhone 11. So it's not big, but it's something nice to have. Down here you got your ACs and your climate control is down here. The knobs are big and bulky, very rugged. Looks like a SUV ish. Little interesting figure here. It actually puts like a minivan instead of a SUV. I think that's a stupid touch. Here you got like a shelf to put all your stuff in, and then nice big glove box. Down here you got your different drive modes. You got trail, EV, and eco, sport, and normal. So if we go back here to the screen, you can see this is eco. Eco, sports just turns everything in red. Push for normal, doesn't say anything. Trail, it gives you a nice background of rocks, since it thinks it's an all-wheel drive SUV, so why not take it on a trail, right? Electric parking brake, auto hold. Sure, it wants me to put my seatbelt on for the auto hold. And here on the headlight controls, right, turn the headlight on and all that. This, instead of DRL, daytime running lights, it should really say auto, because leave it in DRL, it's just automatic headlights. But yeah, pretty basic. Pretty basic seats. You got cloth seats, no heated or cooled. You got your traditional mirrors. Everything's manual, but it's good to see we have a sunglass holder, because that's not common anymore apparently. You got lights for your mirrors, but interesting thing is the lights only works when it's an angle that you can see yourself in. Once you push it too far, it automatically turns off. That's a nice touch from Toyota. Got your SOS buttons on here with a little cover, and then everything is pretty similar as the Camry, but you can see the energy flow on the screen. Instead of like the Camry, you have to put it on this screen here. Another little shelf on the driver's side for whatever you wanted to put, coins and all that. No blind spot monitoring. This car is not equipped with blind spot, because that one is optional for $590 based on what I see on Toyota's website. But yeah, this is being a rental car, it just has the basic stuff, which the MSRP on this car is around $33,000, which is pretty nice, pretty affordable, right? And now if you turn the car off and take a look under the hood, you'll see, oh yeah, also these speakers says RAV4 on those. Nice little touch. Now if we go back here, your passengers got decent room, got air vents and one cigarette lighter for their charging needs. This one doesn't have a pocket, but that one does, so they can put some stuff in there. The seats are adjustable, so you can adjust based on how they want to sit. It's either more up straight or more lean backwards, more comfortable. All the lights in here is LED, which is a nice touch. And then let's take a look at the trunk. So you got a pretty big trunk, just like any other SUVs, but you also get a spare tire, although it's not a full size, but it's better than one of the inflation kits most of the SUV are doing now. All the tires that come with are Michelin's. Now if I do that, we're able to see this is a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated hybrid engine. I think the rental companies just got a fleet of hybrid RAV4s, all in the same trims, the LE, all has physical keys and no blind spot monitoring. So if you ever rented a smaller SUVs, this might be a good choice if you want to save some gas, save some fuel. I'm in California right now. Fuel is very expensive, so yeah, this will be a good pick. Now if we go in, let's turn the car on. Oh yeah, also equipped with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all the smartphone connections, either wired or wireless. I don't like wireless because it kind of overheats my phone, so I just choose the wired. Also, it doesn't have a wireless charging pad, so if I do the wireless CarPlay, I need to charge my phone anyways, so why not just use wired? But yeah, again, for $33,000, we don't expect much for a car this big, right? Decent size. It holds all of your family. It does all your grocery tasks really well and all that. So I don't expect much from the base trim, right? So it's a decent car. It's very nice, very practical, right? If you choose to put it in the eco mode, the best I got for city driving was around 45 miles to the gallon, which exceeds what EPA tells me, right? So EPA said 41, we are able to get 45, and that's with 3 big luggage and 3 people in the car. So yeah, if we go, you can see where the power is coming from on the screen. If we stay in the eco mode, it's gonna use mainly electricity, right? Also, you can use this dash as your indicator, right? If you press the gas too hard, it's gonna go into power, which prioritize your engine instead of your batteries, right? And then blue means it's charging the battery. The car is relatively quiet. You can definitely hear some engine noise and some road noise, but thanks to the 17-inch very thick tire, you don't hear much of the road noise. Also, the ground clearance is really good. I was able to go on some curbs with no issues since I need to park up there. All-wheel drive, I mean, it's a city SUV, so you're not taking it off-road. If you live in snowy conditions, definitely all-wheel drive helps a little bit, but just replace your tire with snow tires, right? Just do the winter tires instead of relying on what required, right? What the all-wheel drive. So instead of that, just make sure you replace your tires.
Take exit 3A for US 101 north towards San Francisco.
Now on the highway, the wind noise is okay. It's typical for an SUV this big or this size. Cruising at 65, adaptive cruise set at 73 with 2-car distance. It follows the traffic pretty well, but when it comes to emergency braking, it's not that great. It just beeps at you and wants you to take over. Yeah. It mainly uses gas on the highway. That's why you get a MPG rating of 38. Hybrid, the battery just helps a little bit when you're slowing down, so it charges a little bit, so we can use that energy for later. But yeah, it's a very gas-saving vehicle compared to like CX-5 or Tucson Sportage. But yeah, those are all good competitor with this, but it definitely shows its age since the RAV4 first came out back in 2019 and hasn't been updated since, or they just updated a little bit, put a new screen in, and also changed the style of the headlights and all that. Yeah, but the safety sense, they haven't upgraded that. But there's leak images saying there might be a 2026 brand new RAV4. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, based on my experience with this car for the past week, it's been decent.
In 1,000 feet,
very
take
practical.
exit 3A for US 101 North towards San Francisco.
Alright, so definitely just a family SUV. Don't expect too much from
Take exit 3A.
RAV4. But yeah, it basically checks all the boxes for a family SUV.
Continue on US 101 North for 27 miles.
But if you're considering, I will highly recommend you add the blind spot monitoring option, which is only $600. That will makes your life a lot easier, right? Now cruising at 40, it's all EV, which is pretty nice, right? Save some gas. If you don't want to switch to electric, this will be a good option to consider. The sound system is alright. It's not the best, but if you want better sound system, upgrade it to the higher trims, which offers you with JBL audio system. But yeah, 33,000. It's probably one of the better valued SUVs on the market. For family use. Yeah, if you would like better technologies and those sort of stuff, maybe look at Korean SUVs since that's their specialty. But if you just want a dependable, reliable SUV that saves some gas, you don't care too much about the technologies,
There's a stalled vehicle ahead.
the RAV4 is not a bad choice, right? It's also decently priced. Yeah, if you're not in a hurry, maybe wait for the 2026 brand new RAV4. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for this video. Appreciate you watching till now. Give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Also, feel free to do any comments, right? I'll try my best to answer that. Thank you. And I'll see you in the next one.